Do you know Australia has the most species of sharks in the world, with over 180 species in Australian waters? And there's only 400 species in the world. And that means Australia has almost half of the world's species. Now let that sink in. Hello, it's Will Ladd here, and today we're looking at the top 3 most endangered sharks in Australia. And looking online, there are a lot of different lists and statistics. So this list comes from the Department of Climate Change, Energy, the Environment and Water, or the DCCEEW of the Australian government, and then more research on the animals personally. So let's get swimming and meet the 3 most endangered sharks of Australia, and unfortunately how they got to that state. First shark we're looking at is the northern river shark, which is a species of requiem shark in the Carcharodontidae family. And here's another tongue twister. The scientific name is Glyphs Gericki. As a dyslexic, we love getting complicated and hard to pronounce words like this. This shark is found in northern Australia and possibly Papua New Guinea. I'll explain that in a bit. Now you might struggle to identify this shark because of how similar they look to other river sharks, but saying that, they have a stocky grey body with light grey on the bottom and has a bulky back. And they have tiny little eyes and a broad fin, and they can grow up to 2.5 meters long. And yes, this shark can live in salt and freshwater climates. And to quote the great Hannah Montana, you get the best of both worlds. And they actually prefer living in freshwater rivers. And these sharks mean business, having 30 to 35 teeth in their lower row. And then at the top they have 31 to 34 teeth. The habitats they're found in is northern Western Australia, from the King Sound Gulf, Doctors Creek and Old River, all being spots in the Kimberley region. They're also found in the Adelaide and Alligator rivers in Northern Territory. So that means there's only 5 spots you could get a chance to find these sharks. And in Papua New Guinea, it's not 100% sure if they're there or not. It's a bit murky, and not because of the murky river water. With sightings in the Daru region and possibly the Fly River in Papua New Guinea. The environments they live in include large rivers because they're a river shark, estuaries and also coastal bays. But they love to be in areas with poor visibility, so you won't be getting any scuba diving money shot footage. And it is estimated that there is no more than 250 mature individuals left in the wild, which is not a lot at all. And the biggest threat to their survival is fishing in the area. Even though it is highly illegal to capture, eat or sell of the northern river shark, it still might happen. But if you do catch one, make sure to return them to the water as soon as possible and not to harm them. Now on to the second most endangered shark, and that is the great nurse shark. Now I know what the scuba fans are thinking. Hang on, aren't there scuba tours on the east coast of Australia with the grey nurse shark? And yes, there are tours and they're very popular. So how can they be endangered? But not just that, on the east coast they're actually critically endangered. Well, it's actually a little bit confusing because on the west coast of Australia, the shark is listed as vulnerable, but on the east coast, in New South Wales and Queensland, they're actually critically endangered. But how did this happen? Well, I'm going to explain this, but let's meet the shark first. This is the grey nurse shark, also known as the sand tiger shark, or the Carcharodontidae taurus for my shark nerds, and is a large species of shark growing up to 3.6 meters long and weighing up to 230 kilos. You can identify the shark quite easily with their grey colour scheme and whitish belly below. They also have dorsal fins at the top, but what makes them the easiest to identify is their little nurse hats. And now onto the teeth chart. At the top having 17 teeth, and then on the bottom row they have 15 to 17 teeth. Their face can look a bit intimidating with their teeth always sticking out, even when their mouth is closed. They're found in subtropical and warm temperature waters, found in mainly the east coast from New South Wales to South Queensland up to Yeppoon, and in southwest Western Australia near Perth. And they're also known to seasonally move up to Barrow Island in northwestern Australia. Most of the time the shark stays in shallow waters around the 30 to 15 meters, but they're also known to go to depths of over 190 meters deep. They feed on fish. What can I say? How unique. And heads up, this is about to become a hard watch. Now I'm going to explain how they became critically endangered. But with such an iconic shark, how did they almost go extinct? It's because they were almost spearfished so much in the 1950s and 60s. And why was the shark hunted to extinction? Why? Because they taste good? Nope. Their skin? Nope. Their teeth? Nope. Radical riots of the nurse union? Nope. It's because of their fierce and intimidating appearance, which scared people.
What? No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
And that made them think that this shark was dangerous and that it was alright to go out and attack and endgame any grey nurse shark they saw before the shark did it to them. There has also been no recorded attacks or deaths by this shark either. It was just a fear movement. Oh, this is a hard video to research hearing stuff like this. So in the 1950s and 60s, it was very highly encouraged to actually go spearfishing and line fishing to kill these sharks. And they were such an easy target to hunt, honestly like one-shotting a boss in a video game. And just to simplify that for you, just imagine having a curious animal come up to you, want to say hello, and just going square to the head, bang. And it was actually so encouraged, even scuba divers in the area would take spear guns with them just in case there was an innocent shark to kill. And if you watched my channel before, you know I hate spearfishers. It is just too easy to kill an animal with one. Please watch my blue groper video, link in the description, to actually know how bad spearfishing can be. They were hunted so much that their lowest population point was actually at 500 individual sharks on the east coast. And it is believed that the population declined by 94 to 99%. Yay, good job humans. This happened in 3 generations, 75 years it took to almost wipe out this animal. How disgusting. It is honestly so weird to talk about how this happened in the last 100 years, trying to make a native animal in Australia go extinct. This is like some crazy, outdated witch hunt run by fear and no facts at all. But then in 1984, the New South Wales government went, hey, maybe we shouldn't be aimlessly killing this shark. And then from there, they have made the grey nurse shark protected, and you are not allowed to fish for the shark at all. And on some good news, the population has been increasing, with between 1,600 to 2,100 grey nurse sharks in the east coast. And also the shark is known to have some of the best scuba diving hotspots. So if you can go on a tour and see the grey nurse shark, I would highly recommend it. And this is great, so you can actually learn and see how wonderful these sharks are and understand why they shouldn't be going extinct. Now onto the last shark. And we're going back to the Northern Territories in the river with the spear-tooth shark, or the Glyphis for my shark nerds. And just like the Northern River shark, the spear-tooth shark is also a river shark. But let's meet this shark on a personal level. This is the spear-tooth shark, and they can grow up to 2.6 meters long. With their appearance, they have a bulky build with a grey colour scheme up top and a whitish grey belly, and they also have 2 dorsal fins. But I know, the real question is, does the spear-tooth shark have spear teeth? Yes they do. Having spear-like teeth in the bottom row. And just look at these teeth, they look super cool and definitely worth the name. And they have 25 to 29 teeth up in the top row and 27 to 29 teeth in the lower row. The shark is found in tropical mangrove-lined rivers, mostly in estuaries found as far as 100 kilometers upstream. They're found in Northern Australia and Papua New Guinea. The areas in Australia include Northern Territory, Western Australia, and also Queensland. It is estimated that there is only 2,500 of these sharks left in the wild, and they were listed as critically endangered in 2001. And the main reason they're going extinct is because of fishing, hunting, and habitat destruction in the areas. What a shocker. And there is a full fishing ban on this shark, meaning just like the others, if you mistakenly catch them, put them back in the water ASAP. Now you've learned about the 3 most endangered sharks in Australia, and it can be quite upsetting to learn how low their numbers are. But besides that, thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment, and check out my other videos and the merch. Bye.